Hello, YouTube pipe smoking community. Another video, third one today. It's crazy. One was just a Sunday ramble. One was a little bit more serious. And this one here is because I still want to have a smoke, but I don't want to pack another pipe. And I got some Roughnecks, 8 sweet and mild cigars, vanilla from Thompson Cigar Company. All natural tobacco, handmade, imported. I'll read the back of it to you because it kind of makes me laugh. A cigar for the wild one, rough only in appearance, this smooth and mild smoking experience, a perfect companion for someone on the go. Unrefined enough to withstand the abuse of being stuffed in your pocket, yet kept fresh and protected in this foil-lined pouch. It has the Thompson cigars. It's a backwoods knockoff brand by Thompson's, I'm sure. And here's the actual size of the cigar. And stay fresh pouch, just like backwoods. Very sweet smelling. Back when I was really into cigars, I used to get on Thompson's auction website quite often, and I would buy cigars, get bundles for like 21 bucks, and big packs and all that. And I went from a lot of premium cigars, or what I would call premium cigars, others might not, to mostly chair root style cigars, little stogies and all that. And I prefer those because they're quicker smoking, and B, I'm honestly a pipe guy, and I just want a cigar every now and then, like today, just to try one out. Toast it like a fine stogie. Should I do that? It's been a long time since I've had a backwoods style cigar. My nose is still itching. It's 3 videos that I scratched my nose in. Sorry about that. Anyway, I've had these for a long time. I think I got a case of them, which is like 12 packages for 12 bucks. It's super cheap, $1 a package pretty much, plus shipping. And I think I had, at the time I was ordering some other kinds of cigars also, so I got the shipping for free. So it was all cheap and in good fun, But I've had them for a long time. I really like the idea of when I have one of these cheap cigars that I don't have to humidify it and all that. I mean, I still enjoy a good premium cigar, and I have them on special occasions when I'm with friends that are smoking premium cigars, but it's not something that I would anymore sit outside and enjoy a premium cigar. I'd rather sit outside and enjoy premium pipe tobacco, even if it's some of the cigar leaf pipe tobacco. So, be that as it may. But, boy, this is overly sweet, I think. I mean, it's not bad. It's definitely a vanilla cased little stogie cigar. It's a little dry, which I expected because it's been in my... I've had it for over 5 years, I bet you. So, but it's not horrible. It's not great. I much prefer my Avante cigars that are made in Scranton, Pennsylvania. They're a better quality and made with better quality tobaccos, I think. Like I said, this is just a backwoods knockoff, so it's a decent cigar to have. Excuse me. It's a decent cigar to have around for something like this. They're not quality by any means, and I don't think backwoods is high in quality either. I finished off the beer I had in my first video, the Kona Big Wave Golden Ale, and now I'm back to good old hams. Good old ham from the land of the sky blue waters. It was a beer that's most refreshing. So, but like I said, it's not one of those quality ones that I like from Avante cigars, like the anise flavors or the anise case ones, the bourbon ones called Ramrod, even their plain ones, the Barodes and the Nobles, the Kentucky Cheroots. You know, I like that style of cigar. It's it's a throwback to me to rough and tumble guys, you know, and I'm looking back with rose tinted glasses in the past to Clint Eastwood style and Francis Ford Coppola style stuff, not spaghetti westerns and rough and tumble guys. When I watch the old mobsters movies, they're all smoking the big stogies, the big Cubans and the Churchills and all that, you know. But when I think of these little cigars like this, I think of the good, the bad, the ugly, and Lee Van Cleef and Clint Eastwood, Sergio Leone, and all that. I think of that kind of image in my head. It's like I said, it's rose tinted glasses looking backwards in time. Like I said to somebody on a Reddit post the other day, that you can live in a decade that's not your own, that not now. What decade would you live in? And I said 70s and 80s. I just remember things being better in the 70s and 80s. And, you know, of course, I was born in 76. I'm only 41. I was born in 76. And I remember all the 80s. It seemed fine to me. But I'm sure my folks and my grandfolks were going through problems just like families today are going through problems. And in 25 years, some kid's going to be saying, I like the early 2000s or the teens, you know. Who knows? It's all subjective. It's all fun to think about, you know. I do like the idea of everything being accessible now, you know. I can make a video and post it and all that, and I can watch videos from other people on YouTube and all that. You know, TV is more accessible and better quality, I believe, now than it ever has been. But I also really enjoy going back and watching shows like Simon and Simon and Hill Street Blues and WKRP in Cincinnati, and shows that take place in that late 70s, early 80s time frame. You know, I really enjoy that nostalgia that I get from watching that. What I really enjoy is watching a show for the second time 20 or 30 years later and remembering parts of it that I seen originally 20 or 30 years ago. It's so fun. You know, I remember every Thursday night it was the Cosby Show. Whatever was on NBC is the NBC block that night. You know, Cheers, the Cosby Show, Mad About You, etc., etc. Friends for some. We're never a big Friends family, so this back when I was a kid. You know, whatever Thursday nights comedies was, we watched that every Thursday night. It was just what was on. You know, Sunday nights was Murder, She Wrote. Monday nights is Magnum P.I. Wise Guys was on whatever night it was on. I watched Wise Guys. Monday nights was also my my parents and my sister took square dancing lessons, and I didn't. You know, be that as it may, they had a lot of fun. Anyway, I stayed home, and I watched on Monday nights. I watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air in the '90s, and it seemed like there was. I know there was a lot more movies made for TV back then. Now it's all blocks of sitcoms or drama shows and all that, which isn't bad. I mean, But I remember watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and usually flipping it over to a show on ABC or CBS, something like that. A lot of nature. We watch a lot of nature on TV. Nova, PBS. We lived out in the country, about 3 miles from Augusta, 10 miles from El Dorado, out in the middle of the country. We had a small chicken farm, little patch of land, and we had an antenna. No cable, no satellite. We got satellite about probably about 18 months before we moved to Augusta into the town. We got a satellite, and a big satellite, not these little dish network things they have now. Big. I mean, this thing was 7 foot round. It was huge. In the ground, in cement, on the side of the house, facing out. Grew up no cable, no satellite. If we wanted anything like that, we went to my grandparents' house in Augusta, watched cable there, and all that. Any kind of big sporting event, we'd go to town to watch it, because if the wind's blowing, the antenna's spinning, and you're not getting the best quality picture, etc., etc. So we took in PBS. We'd have to take and turn the antenna just right, and get facing just right, and we get PBS channel 8. And on Sunday nights, late at 10 o'clock, I believe it was Doctor Who. So I watched the classic Doctor Who from the 70s and 80s. Seemed to always go up. It'd start at Tom Baker and go all the way up to Sylvester McCoy, and then start back over at Tom Baker. They never go back down to the original 3. I didn't see any of the original 3 for years and years until I bought them on DVD or VHS. But anyway, so we watched a lot of PBS, and that was must-see TV. Some of the nature specials and all that. So I don't know how this turned into what I watched when I was a kid, kind of video, but that's where it went. And sometimes these videos just go where they go, and this is where it went. So I cannot recommend these cigars. They're not great. They're not horrible, but they're not good. They're just a cigar. I'll keep them around. It'll be something like this again when I use them again. Probably give away some of them. If I'm going to invest time in a cigar like this, it's going to be one of my Avante branded cigars. I really like them a lot better. And excuse me, better quality cigar, better flavor, better quality tobacco. This is really the bottom, not necessarily the bottom of the barrel, but it's close. So anyway, I've rambled on for 3 videos today. I hope you all enjoy them. It's been a beautiful day out. One way I can get outside and do a couple videos, do 3 videos. Hopefully next weekend is nice and I can do a couple. And hope you guys enjoy them. I've been watching videos. I don't think I haven't been participating in the community. I just haven't been posting. So anyway, I want you all to have a great weekend, and enjoy yourselves. And remember what Popeye says: I am what I am.